Ding, ding, ding. Jesus coming. Jesus coming. He's coming. Coming very soon. Be ready. Stay awake. If you're lost out there and you don't want to go to hell, call upon Jesus right now. This very minute. Don't wait till tomorrow. There might not be a tomorrow. The way this world's going, it's falling apart quicker than even I can even keep an eye on it. I mean, just from the time I started this, it has just fallen apart even more every day. But call up on him. Say, Jesus, I don't want to go to hell. And if you believe that he died upon the cross, he did everything. He shed his blood for you so you could live forever with him. And if you believe that, without a doubt, and have faith that he died for your past, present, and future sins, you're saved and you're sealed and you're ready to get off this earth. Do not go back. You go forward with Jesus. Do not look back. Okay? If you have emails or visions or dreams, anything, make sure that you send it to the email, that it's in the description box, any kind of pictures, anything you see going on that you think is odd, videotape, I don't care what it is, send it to us. If you find it's very strange, put it in the email. We have Telegram, we have Facebook. I mean, it's growing leaps and bounds beyond belief. See what else. And if you want to break down the Bible, Robert Breaker's there. Go into there. He breaks it down on the chalkboard for you. Makes it a lot easier for you to understand the Bible. And I'm telling you, it'll definitely improve your reading skills with the Bible. And he opens it up to where it's like a key. Once he opens it up to you, you're going to be fascinated with it to the point you don't want to let go of it. Okay? So it's important to get on there and learn that. This came in from Jazmine Ramirez. I was in a building that looked like an elementary school that was using a hideout or take shelter in because something had happened in the world. Things were just not the same, and for some reason we are all camping out there. I think I only had my daughter, but others than that I didn't know anymore. There were families and individuals. So I and this lady were looking out the building window. We see huge animals running, passed out in the yard. I know for sure I saw a bear. It was bigger than normal bears. There were about 4 other kinds of animals with it, like wolves and other creatures. And they are all entering our grounds as we felt concerned but not scared. I'm not sure what it represents. Hopefully anyone may have some clues to what it may mean. Bear. Could be what's going on in Europe. They represent the bear. Dream, I just had bought a brand new house in a nice neighborhood. It was a sunny day, and I was in my backyard doing things in my yard, like fixing things up. This was her second dream. I can't exactly say exactly what I was doing. Next door, there was 3 women and a child hanging out on the back deck. One of these women started to kind of harass me, saying that they wasn't supposed to be doing any work in the yard around this time because of the neighborhood rules, and that I'm not allowed to be doing what I was doing. I kindly told her that I knew the neighborhood rules and that it wasn't doing anything against the rules. She looked upset, and I knew what I was talking about but didn't argue. I wasn't bothered and began a conversation with a woman with a child because she seemed more open to regular discussion and looked kind. I'm 28, and the woman I was conversing with was in her 30s, and she had a toddler. The one that bothered me was about in her 50s and 60s, and there was an even older one. I told her how the day was, and she agreed. Then I began to talk about Jesus, and the lady that was bothering me before immediately got offended, saying, Jesus, no, you don't have to believe in Jesus. Nobody has to believe in Jesus. I said, yes, you do. We have to believe in Jesus. We have to surrender to him and say nobody has to surrender to Jesus. Then I got on my knees and put my hands in the air and said, yes, you have to. Just like this, surrender to Jesus, and we have to surrender to Jesus. I woke up with the word proclaim and generations in my mind. Sorry, let me skip the page. And the next dream was, there was a quick dream, but a dream. There was no kids in the world. I knew that because my daughter was not with me and just something to do with other kids in the world. And my brother, who lives with me, were packing backpacks with some supplies and food, getting ready to leave our home. We saw an authority in all black and gun outside the window, and we were trying to figure out how to leave without him seeing us. That's probably the tribulation where there are no kids. Dream vision. On New Year's Day this year, I spent a night at my grandmother's house before bed. I prayed for Jesus for a rapture confirmation. So this happened just very recently. 2 a.m. and I felt my body vibrating. And I dreamed of my body being lifted up in the bed, and I could physically feel it in real life. I wasn't in a deep sleep. I was still alert. So this is a vision. It was almost like a vision and a dream in one, and I have them like that in my head. I said, it's time now, I'm going up. Then I woke up and felt joy just for getting a taste of what it will be like when we fly. I said, thank you, Jesus, and went back to sleep. And like I tell everybody, I want to thank you, Jazmine, for sending that in. It is almost time for us to fly, so you better be ready, because there's not much more time, okay? Stay on the ark. Spread the word as much as you can. Do you see the thing? How many dreams and visions I'm getting per day? And they're from all over the world. Everybody, people are waking up. Don't go back to sleep, okay? Stay awake, because we don't have much more time. People are having these dreams and visions everywhere, all over the world. Animals going in circles. Everything that's happening. It's coming, people. We don't have much more time. So you've got to be ready. Do not go back to sleep, like I said. We'll be on here quite a few times a day just to remind you while you're doing your job, doing your work, and doing your business, just to remind you, don't go back to sleep. Keep your eyes up. Keep your eye on the sky, because it's about time for us to fly. It's not going to be long, okay? So rejoice. This is the greatest time in history. We're the generation that's going to fly. My luck, I'll hit a power pole. Every time. Every time. If you don't see or hear from me again, I'll see you in heaven.